which is again a very important group, which is known as the micrometer family. In micrometer, we have variety of micrometers available in market, right from measurement of outside diameter to measurement of screw thread dimensions. We have for every application new micrometer is there. So in our lab we have 3-4 types of micrometer. We have a outside micrometer. These are all outside micrometers with different ranges, 0 to 25, 25 to 50, 50 to 75, 75 to 100. We have a digital micrometer. We have a inside micrometer. We have two flange type micrometers which are used for gear measurement and measurement of paper thickness and sheet thickness. And we have a screw thread micrometer with two ranges, 0 to 25 and 25 to 50. This type of screw thread micrometer, they are basically used for measurement of effective diameter of thread. So we have this much family of micrometer available with us. We will see how to take measurement with help of outside micrometers, with help of inside micrometers, and we have one more type of micrometer which is known as a depth micrometer. We are supposed to take reading with the depth micrometers also. So let us start with our second group, which is known as a micrometer group. As I mentioned earlier, micrometer comes with variety of applications and a variety of instruments also. In micrometer family, we do have a variety of micrometers. Let us start with the first micrometer, which is known as outside micrometer. It has a simple application. It can be used for purpose of outside measurement, that's all. So that's why the name is given as outside micrometer. Outside micrometer comes with a variety of ranges and the least count of not one. So we have 4 outside micrometers with a range of 0 to 025, 2550, 5075 and 7500. As I mentioned during the lectures also, micrometer comes with variety of ranges, but the span is always 25. For example, here it is with 0 to 25. Next is not from 0 to 50, it is 25 to 50. Next is not 0 to 75, it is 50 to 75 and then 75 to 100. We have 4 such micrometers. So let us start with reading first type of micrometer, that is 0 to 25. We will see how to take a measurement and how the least count is calculated and its applications. Before actually starting the measurements, we will see the parts of this outside micrometer. Outside micrometer basically comes with one U-shaped frame. This is the frame. This is the frame for these larger micrometers. Inside this frame, one anvil is permanently fixed. Anvil is basically a cylindrical pin. In front of this anvil, a spindle, a barrel tube, a thimble and ratchet, all these arranged in line. One locking screw is provided for locking the movement of this spindle. This micrometer, as we have seen, basically works on the principle of screw thread movement. That is, if we have a nut and a bolt, and if I rotate the nut on the bolt for one complete rotation, the nut will move axially and it will rotate also. The axial movement of that nut for one complete rotation of nut is equal to pitch of that particular nut. So it works on the principle of this screw thread movement. The spindle inside is having some threaded portion. So half of the portion of spindle is threaded and half portion is a plain cylindrical diameter. So if I consider this particular thimble over here, so when we rotate the thimble, just see this, when I am rotating a thimble, the spindle will also rotate and it will move axially. That is, when I rotate thimble in clockwise direction, the spindle will move towards anvil, and when I rotate thimble in anti-clockwise direction, the spindle will rotate in anti-clockwise direction and it will move away from this particular anvil. So these are some of the important part of this outside micrometer. For outside micrometers, that is for every outside micrometer, the main scale is provided on the barrel tube, this one. Main scale basically have a graduation for if we consider first micrometer, that is 0 to 25, the graduations are 0, 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, likewise up to 25. This is a 25 to 50 micrometer, so graduation will start with 25, below that 25.5, 26, 26.5, 27, 27.5, likewise up to 50. So this is the span of micrometer. So just see here, the divisions are visible up to 50. Smallest graduation on this main scale is of 0.5 mm. And on this thimble, if you just observe, one circular scale is provided which is graduated from 0 up to 50. That is total 50 divisions are there. In the span of 0 to 5, 5 divisions, 5 to 10, 5 divisions, likewise up to 50. So if I consider smallest division on main scale as 0.5 and total number of divisions on this circular scale as 50, the least count of every outside micrometer is smallest division on main scale, that is 0.5 divided by total number of divisions as 50. So it becomes 0.01. In some other words, when I consider the movement of this spindle, as I mentioned earlier, the spindle is partially plain and partially threaded portion. So pitch of the thread of this particular spindle is 0.5. So when we rotate this thimble for one complete rotation, the thimble will move through 0.5 divided by 50, that is not 1 mm. That's why the least count of every outside micrometer is not 1 mm. In fact, least count of almost all type of micrometer is not 1. Some micrometers are also available in the least count of not 1, that is 1 micron. While taking measurement of micrometer, first of all you have to close the jaws of the micrometer, that is you have to touch this spindle to the anvil in this particular position. I have rotated this thimble so that the spindle touches to the anvil. In this position, first of all you have to see whether the baseline of the micrometer, that is this line, is in line with the zero of the circular scale. So just look at here, they are matching. So we can use this micrometer for taking measurements. While taking measurement, you have to start with initial position. You have to hold micrometer in this fashion, that is 2 fingers inside, one will support and one will rotate this thimble. So this is a very small micrometer, just for demonstration I am handling it like this. So 2 fingers and I will rotate it likewise. So when I rotate it, what will happen, it will just rotate like this. While using it, I will touch the anvil first to the component, then I will rotate thimble. When spindle touches component slightly, you have to start using this ratchet. Okay, this ratchet basically is having a ratchet arrangement inside this nerd portion. So when you rotate the ratchet for 1 or 3 rotations, what will happen, the ratchet inside will start slipping, so it will make some sound, it will just simply click. So 1, 2, 3. So once it clicks for 3 to 4 times, you have to lock this locking screw in position and you can take out this micrometer and you can just take the measurement. So I have transferred the reading of component in this micrometer. So while reading this micrometer, what you are supposed to do is you have to read main scale first. As I mentioned earlier, main scale is graduated with a 0.5 mm span, that is 0, 0.5, 1, 1.5. Likewise the readings are provided. So to read this main scale, you have to read that division on main scale which has been crossed by the end of thimble. So you have to just find out that reading which is just visible before this end of thimble. For example, here if I start with 0, division number 15 is visible, 16 is visible and 16.5 has been crossed by end of thimble. So my main scale reading here is 16.5. Then to read the circular scale of outside micrometer, you have to find out that division on circular scale which coincides with this baseline, or that division which has been completed the reading. That means you have to find out that division on this main scale which is just below the baseline. So that is how we are supposed to read. So for example, here if I do observe this, division number 3 is just below this. Just look at here. So main scale is 16.5 and division number 3 multiplied by 0.1, that is 0.03 is the reading. So we have to add these two to take the final reading. So just for better understanding, I have shown the reading on the micrometer on this page. To read a micrometer, first read main scale plus circular scale into least count. So this is what the sketch of that micrometer reading is mentioned here. So main scale reading was 16.5, that means division number 16.5 has been crossed by end of thimble. So this is 0, 5, 10, 15, 15.5, 16 and 16.5. That's why main scale reading is 16.5 over here. You have to find out that division on circular scale which either coincides or which is just below the baseline. This is the baseline. So the division here is not matching, but the division which is below this, so below this means that division is completed. So that's why we are taking the division which is below the baseline as the circular scale reading. So this is division number 3. So my circular scale reading is 3 multiplied by 0.1, that is 0.3. So total reading is 16.5 main scale, 3 into 0.1 circular scale. So 16.53 mm is the total reading of that particular component. Now this one is a micrometer with the larger range. The range of this micrometer is 25 to 50. So as I mentioned earlier, micrometers are available in the span of 25. So this micrometer is having a range of 25 to 50. That means 25 is the first reading and 50 is the last. So the span between these two is 25 mm. This is the main scale of micrometer and this is the circular scale. It is same as that of 0 to 25, only the reading starts with 25. So when the larger ranges are there, if I try to close the jaws of vernier, that is when we are taking first reading, they will not touch each other because there will be a span of, there will be a gap of 25. So to check 0 of this, some reference sticks are provided like this. So you have to keep this between the jaws, then you have to just close the jaws, and then you have to check whether the 0 of circular scale is in line with the baseline. Just see over here. So this 0 is in line with the baseline. Once it meets the condition, that is 0 is matching with this baseline, we can use it for taking the measurement. So I will show you how to take measurement with help of this. I am holding micrometer in this fashion, 2 fingers inside this frame, 1 to support and 2 to rotate. So if I take a component like this, I can just rotate this. I will touch it to the components like this, and final movement will be given by this ratchet. So just see, it is clicking 1, 2 and 3. Then I will lock it into position and then I will take it out. So to read this micrometer, what I am supposed to do is, I will read main scale first. So here just see, this is 25, 25.5, 26, 27 and 27.5 is the main scale reading. So that division is visible. And if I observe here, division number 10 is in line with the baseline. So 27.5 is the main scale reading and division number 10 is in line with the baseline. So total reading is 27.60 mm. So this is how we are supposed to read this micrometer.